This concept of brand is a very popular and yet very understood component of marketing. Many companies feel as though they need to have an established brand that everybody knows about in order to be successful. It's interesting to kind of understand the history of even just the word brand. Brand actually derived from the farmers and the cattle ranchers out in the field literally branding their cattle and saying, "This is mine." Their symbol would be recognizable, and therefore this term brand kind of evolved in the marketplace to be a brand symbol or a color that some of which we're very familiar with these days, the Coca-Cola symbol or Ronald McDonald being some of the more recognizable brands in the marketplace. In today's day and age though, even just these icons are really just a shadow of what a brand is. In these days, a brand is more of a collection of experiences and emotions and thoughts and feelings people have around a particular company or a particular product. Okay, so brand equity, another term we hear a lot about, would be, is anybody willing to pay a premium? If the market says this thing's worth $15, is anybody willing to pay $17? And if they, just for this, it's really no different than the others, except for the fact that it has a brand. If they are, then there's some brand value there. If they're not willing to spend any more than what the market bears, then there is no brand value. So with this in mind about what brand really is, how can I get a premium or how can I get more of the market for what it is that I do? I have a couple steps for small and growing companies to pursue an established brand. And again, this is another one of those situations where this is more of a journey than it is a destination. So step number one is to determine the company's brand anchors. This is the 3 or 4 things that make this company unique. In order to arrive at the brand anchors, go talk to your clients, talk to your employees. What are the words and the phrases and the concepts that keep coming up over and over again? I find that if you have enough conversations with your clients, genuine open conversations, and enough conversations with your employees, things like hardworking, team of experts, global reach, right? These are examples of brand anchors are going to start popping out. So identifying the brand anchors of the organization would be step number 1. Step number 2 for this would be to identify how your company, and very specifically, bullet pointing, how is my company living these brand anchors today? Well, let me run with an example. For team of experts, we only hire from the best local universities, and we have a very rigorous hiring process. As a result, the team of people that represent my company are all high-achieving, high-energy experts in what we do. That exercise, kind of extended throughout all your brand anchors, will give a clear picture of how you live your brand anchors today. The next step is, how do I intend to and how do I want to live these brand anchors in the future? What plans do I have to further establish myself as a team of experts? What plans do I have to further and in a more broad way establish myself in the other 2 or 3 brand anchors, right? That's more aspirational, but that forces the company leadership to look forward and actually start planning and be deliberate about how it is that we're going to further establish these brand anchors. And then the final component really is be consistent about the messaging, both internal and external, about these brand anchors. Continuously reinforce them internal with your employees and with your partners. Remind them why we are a team of experts throughout the year and throughout client engagements and throughout the daily doldrums, and that'll remind them that the company is bigger than their day-to-day challenges. Remind your clients consistently through the messaging and the conversations that you have with them about your brand anchors, and you'll find over time you'll start hearing this back from your employees. You'll start hearing these brand anchors back from the marketplace, and you'll find that you actually have a small brand starting to be established. The next question would be, can I charge more for my services because of this brand, and can I capture more of the marketplace? But that ends up being the next step of a challenge after you have your brand established, is can I now cash in on it?